Hello guys, what is up? And today is another match reaction video. Newcastle versus Villa, a brilliant game to watch, probably if you're a neutral. But for Villa fans, a very frustrating game, to be honest, because completely dominant. Should have won 2 or 3-0. Didn't put our chances away, and a draw comes. I don't know whether or not to take a draw positively because we come from behind, or take a draw negatively because it just moves us absolutely nowhere in the table. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so we started really well. I'll probably say we went up to the drinks break completely in control. If anyone was going to win, it was going to be us. They weren't in the game. Well, they had a couple of shots. Probably said they only had one shot. And that was it. And then after the drinks break, they had a couple of shots after that. And then the second half, they just come out of the blocks and they were doing all right, and it was a good game. Then Dwight Gale scored, and just no. It was very, very damaging because we knew that we weren't going to come from behind and win. We knew the only way was a draw, and we knew that a draw wasn't good enough. And we knew after all this hard work, we're here again, you know. Like the Sheffield United game, getting a 0-0 draw. Draws aren't good enough. It's sad because we've played so well this season, but now this is probably the only winnable game that we had left. And even this game, you know, we still didn't have a chance of winning it. West Ham, the last game of the season, probably the last chance we've got of winning a game in the Premier League this season. And by then, I think it'll be too late. I think we'll have to rely on other teams to beat the teams around us as well as us beating West Ham. And I think that's stressful. It's hard to say, but I can't see us surviving this season. And if we do go down, I really can't see us surviving as a club because we're still struggling from the last time we went down, because we lost a lot. We lost a lot of money. For the club that we are, the big club that we are, we lost quite a lot of money, like a lot. And then for us to come back up, it was massive, because it means that slowly we are making up for it. And then now we're slowly just getting even worse. It's not as bad as the 2015-16 season, because we're only down there, I think, now on goal difference, sorry. It's either goal difference or 1 point that we're down there because of the point that we got. And so it's not that bad. In the 2015-16 season, we were done by now. Game week 30? I think we're officially relegated, to be honest. I think it was mid-April, and we're in probably mid-April fixtures now, aren't we? Yeah, and we knew that it was going to happen eventually, and it happens. And we thought, well, we're never going to have to face that again, because we'll rebuild the club and we'll make it great again, like it was in 1982 when we beat Bayern Munich. And now we have more fears of relegation, and we are only scraping points. And yes, it was away. The Sheffield United game, this is Sheffield United. How are they now better than us? You can't tell me. You could not tell any Villa fan whatsoever 20 years ago that Sheffield United are going to be better than us. You cannot say that, because it just seemed deluded. And now it just seems outright correct. So it's I can't really see what specific problem there is. In 2015-16, it was the players not wanting to play for the club that was the problem. This season, there's not a specific problem. We have players that, if they played we have players that when they play at their full potential, if they ever reach their full potential, could be good enough for Europe. But they won't reach their full potential at Villa if we can only scrape draws from Newcastle, if we can only scrape draws from Sheffield United at home. No disrespect to Sheffield United, they're a brilliant team, and the home advantage does kind of go out the window. We were completely on top of that game, and yet still, we should have lost that game 1-0. And as for Nyland, I say next game we try something new completely. We start Nyland in goal. I liked the way he set up, but I can't see Nyland starting in goal again. I could see him starting in goal again, as in he's going to play in goal again, but I can't see us starting Nyland in goal and getting a clean sheet again, because Chelsea game, he looked a bit dodgy. You know, he spilled some shots that we were lucky with. Sheffield United game, well, we know what happened there, and this game, the Dwight Gale goal just didn't die for, and it just, why? You know what I mean? And he's a very inconsistent keeper, because he's a brilliant keeper, and I think when we went on that 10-game unbeaten run, we had Jed Steer. I think when Nyland is at his best, he's better than Jed Steer, but Jed Steer's consistent. So I don't know if Jed Steer's back from injury, because we were told that he's pretty much back from injury a couple of months ago. So I think he probably is. So I say if he's back from injury, we start Jed Steer. I can't see us starting Pepe Reina because of what happened at Leicester when we lost 4-0. He's a good keeper, but I don't think he's Premier League quality anymore. What he did at Liverpool, the way how important he was to them when he was there, was brilliant. But he's 38. You can't stick a 38-year-old keeper in goal when you're in a relegation fight. And as for Tom Heaton, he's 34. And, we're not going to discriminate by ages or anything, but he's a magnificent keeper. I've never seen such a good keeper at his age before. If I was Dean Smith, I know it seems stupid, whether we go up, whether we stay up, or go down, I'd strengthen in the goalkeeper position. We need to sell Klinic, because I think coming to Villa ruined his career more than anything else, because he just didn't suit Championship football. I don't think he suited Villa either. I think we keep Eason, we keep Steer, and we keep obviously Pepe Reina's only on loan. Sell Nyland, I'd say, because of his inconsistency. And we buy. See, I don't know. I just said Aaron Ramsdale, but if we go down to the Championship, we're not going to be good enough to buy Aaron Ramsdale. He's Bournemouth keeper, linked with the likes of Chelsea. You know what I mean? So our only hope is getting old keepers that used to be amazing. Like I don't know anymore. But yeah, back onto the Newcastle game because this is what it's supposed to be about. So it was a good game. We'll be honest. We didn't deserve a point. We deserve much more. We need the wins though. I can't believe we didn't win. It's ridiculous really, because I mean, it sums up the way that Villa can dominate games but still can't get the 3 points that we need. Yet the likes of Watford can be dominated at Leicester and get a point. You know what I mean? Where when we were dominated at Leicester, we lost 4-0. Or when we had an average kind of game where it was played in midfield, at home we lost 4-1. Who loses 4-1 to a team when it's a normal game that's mainly played in midfield that you'd expect to be a draw when it's 50-50 kind of game? And it proves really that we don't take our chances right. Watford didn't have as many shots on target as Leicester, but they took every chance that they had by the scruff of the neck. I think, to be honest, I'm going to predict the bottom 5 now. This is what I hope it's going to be. Norwich, Bournemouth. Not that I hope Norwich go down or anything, but this is what I hope it's going to be in terms of the fact that Villa stay up. West Ham and Villa, 17th. And then Watford and then Brighton, 15th. Actually, Brighton do have a tough couple of fixtures coming up, so they could get dragged into it. I'm not sure. And this is what it's probably going to be. Bournemouth, Norwich, Villa or West Ham. Again, I've said before, that last day of the season is going to matter so much. I don't think Norwich are going to finish bottom. I think they're going to pull off a comeback. I know they lost against Everton, but I don't actually know who they've gone in these last couple of games. I think Norwich or Bournemouth will finish bottom, the other will finish 19th, and then it will be Villa or West Ham in the battle for 17th or 18th. And then Brighton, and then Watford 15th. So, there you go. End of the match on FIFA. End of the game here. So, end of the video here. So, we'll wrap the video up with a score prediction. I'm going to say, for the Wolves game at home, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say 2-2. They did us a favour in beating Bournemouth. I'm going to say Neves will score first to open the scoring. We'll go in 1-1. Douglas Luiz, just because it's appeared up on the screen. I do think Douglas Luiz looked good against Newcastle. He linked a lot of good passes. And that isn't just because he appeared on the screen. And then they'll take the lead through Raul Jimenez. It'll be a lot like the game at the Molineux. They'll be, controlling. Trez obviously scored to make it 2-1 in the last minute at the Molineux. I think it won't be the last minute. It'll be like the 60th minute after the water break. So at the 70th minute probably. They'll probably make it 2-1, 50th minute roundabout, just before the water break, and then a couple of minutes after the water break, Horahan for a free kick, whips it in. So yeah, I dreamt about it last night, you see. Horahan, free kick, whips it in. On the head of Davis, 2-2. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. Comment down below as well your opinion, your score prediction for the game. Maybe, maybe, no promises. If you get it right, I might just give you a shout out. So, yeah. Thank you guys. Gamer out.